The sun climbed steadily over the African savanna, casting golden hues across the plains. Life stirred under its warmth. Birds soared lazily through the sky. Zebras trotted toward distant waterholes, and the tall grasses danced with the wind's whisper. Beneath this idyllic scene, danger moved swiftly, unseen by all but the most watchful. In the vast openness, a young impala ran. Her legs moved with panic-fueled urgency, hooves skimming the earth, as though flight alone could save her. Behind her, the unmistakable thuds of many paws echoed predators closing in. A pride of lions had caught her scent, and now they pursued with ruthless precision. Dust rose in clouds around them, and the chase lit up the morning with primal intensity. The impala's heart pounded not only from exertion, but from the ancient fear encoded in her blood. Her vision blurred at the edges as exhaustion crept closer. But still, she ran because the savanna offered no mercy to the weak or slow. As she weaved through acacia trees and dry grass, the lions gained, calculating each leap, each sprint. Ahead, a shadow broke the sunlight. It moved not with the frenzy of flight, but with the purpose of something that did not flee. The black panther emerged from the brush, his body a tapestry of muscle and grace, ink-dark fur catching flickers of light like moonlight on water. His eyes were calm yet piercing, and they settled on the impala just moments before she stumbled before him. He did not move. The impala collapsed near his paws, trembling with fear and breathless from the chase. The panther stood above her, not as a predator, but as a sentinel. Behind them, the lions approached, slowing as confusion rippled through their ranks. A black panther, rare and solitary, now stood between them and their prey. The pride halted, wary of the unexpected challenge. The panther lowered his head slightly, not in threat but in quiet resolve. The impala did not try to run. She lay close, barely breathing, as if remembering something from a distant past. Days earlier, the roles had been reversed. Hidden in a different part of the savanna, the panther had once lain broken. His hind leg had been caught in the cruel clasp of a steel trap, left behind by poachers who had long since fled. For hours, then days, he endured the bite of pain, unable to free himself, unable to hunt, waiting for either death or discovery. It was then that the young impala appeared. She had not run at the scent of blood or the sight of sharp teeth. Instead, she had paused, observing the panther from a safe distance. Something in her stilled. Maybe it was the way the panther did not threaten her, or the rawness of his suffering. She had not been able to help herself, but she had known others could. Her presence near the trap had not gone unnoticed. A group of nearby rangers, tracking illegal snares, had followed her trail. When they discovered the wounded panther, they acted swiftly. He had been sedated, the trap removed, and wounds cleaned. The rangers left, believing the panther would heal in solitude, never knowing an impala had led them there. Now in the present, as the lions bared their teeth and circled warily, the panther stood over the impala as protector, not predator. A silent exchange had passed between them, not in words or sounds, but in something deeper, an understanding shaped by survival, pain, and memory. The lions growled low, but they did not attack. They were strong, but they knew the strength of the creature before them. A panther did not fight often, but when it did, it fought to win. The lead lion, older and scarred, weighed the risk. Hunger burned, but so did instinct. The standoff held for long minutes, the savanna holding its breath. Eventually, the lions turned away, one by one. Pride and hunger would find easier prey elsewhere. The dust settled behind them as their golden bodies disappeared into the tall grass. The impala remained still, unsure if she was safe. The panther stepped back slowly, his gaze scanning the horizon, ensuring no danger lingered. Then he lowered his massive frame beside her, not to attack, but to shield. She rested against him, her breathing slowing, her body calming. Above them, the sky stretched in soft blues and whites, and the plains resumed their quiet rhythm. Birds called once more, and distant herds resumed their grazing, unaware or uncaring of what had transpired. The impala eventually rose, legs shaky but sure. She turned to look at the Black Panther once more. He remained seated, watching her with an unreadable expression. There was no expectation, no bond beyond what had already been paid. Then she turned and walked away, disappearing into the wild. The Black Panther remained for a while longer, his gaze lingering on the horizon. In his silent world, where survival ruled and trust was rare, something had shifted. Not just in muscle or motion, but in spirit. Far from the eyes of men, in a place ruled by claw and fang, an ancient debt had been repaid. And the savannah remembered.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please comment 1. And if you didn't, just hit like. See you in the next videos.